Hi, welcome to the I Heart Faces Photography Show. I'm Amy.
And I'm Angie. We're from iHeartFaces.com, and each week we host a new photo challenge that is all about faces.
We welcome all levels of photographers, from professionals to moms with cameras.
We also have camera tips, photography tutorials, and a ton of inspiration.
And today we're going to talk about some fun ideas for your family portraits. So how many years has it been since you've taken family photos? I know for me, it's been probably 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, and I've used all of the typical excuses, Number one, money. It's very expensive.
Oh, yes, it is. And I have one. Need to lose weight.
Oh,
that's a typical one.
Everybody
Everyone
thinks that.
yeah.
And you wait, and then, you never lose the weight. So you might as well just take them, right? Also, time. I can never find the time,
Not only to schedule it, but to put it together, the whole family session, picking out clothes, getting the kids ready.
And that right there just makes it all stressful, let alone, if your husband, like mine, doesn't like to take photos, it's trying to talk him into it.
It's not the most fun thing to do.
And thinking about your kids running around like crazy, that stresses me out.
Well, I'm almost embarrassed to admit this.
How long has it been for you?
It had been over 10 years.
That's not right.
It's terrible. My daughter, who's 10, was an infant when we had our last family photos taken.
Oh, you're way worse than me then.
But last fall, I finally decided enough is enough. And I was tired of the excuses and decided to schedule it, and it was amazing.
Oh, they were. They were so cute. They really inspired me to really think about it now. I'm going to put all the excuses away and do it.
Good. They did. They turned out wonderful. It was a really fun event. We found a photographer that was great for us, and we had a ton of fun. Actually, now we want to make it a yearly event. I'm already scheduling our session for this year.
Good for you. So we've got a few suggestions for planning your family photo session.
And the first couple that we're going to share are more for what you can do before your session is even booked to make it go really well.
Yeah.
So the first one I want to share is that you need to find a photographer that fits your style.
And this is when you want to get online, look at their portfolio, look at their blogs, and you can ask around, ask your friends.
Yes, because every photographer has a different style. Some of them might be really formal, some are really casual. You need to find the one that fits well with you and your family.
Definitely.
For tip number 2, you need to think about the clothing that you wear. I highly recommend to all of my clients that they choose clothing that coordinates, but that isn't all the same. Overall, you don't want everyone in your photo to look like a clone of everyone else. This immediately sets your photo back in time.
Oh, like when the cool thing to do is have everyone in the photo wear white shirts and jeans?
Yeah, that's not a good plan.
No.
Instead, let everyone's distinct personality shine through. Your photos will have more style and class if you choose neutral colors with maybe 1 or 2 complementary colors that are mixed in with them. For tip number 3, you really need to choose the right time for your session. I have 4 children that range in age from 7 to 13, and I can wrangle them together for a photo pretty much any time of the day. This was not the case when they were younger, though.
Right. If you're like me and you have little ones, you need to choose the time for your photo session wisely by taking into account their nap schedule and their eating times. If you're using a professional photographer, they'll definitely appreciate being able to photograph a child who's well rested rather than one who's had to skip his nap so that you can make it to the photo session on time.
And if your photo is being taken outdoors, the time of day can be crucial as well, since your photographer will probably be looking for good light to take the photo in, instead of that harsh light that will be unflattering and cause those squinty, watery eyes. All right, tip number 4, you need to plan ahead.
Yeah, you really need to spend some time thinking about how you'd like your photo to turn out and come up with something that's amazing, creative, and unique to your family.
Yeah, for our recent family session, I spent several months planning it. Can you believe that? I wanted it to turn out exactly in a certain way, so I thought about the color scheme, the outfits for each of my family members, props I wanted to use, the location of the session. Now, obviously, my photographer incorporated her vision and style into the session as well, but having a prepared mom made everything so much easier for her and gave her something pretty incredible to work with.
So for tip number 5, just be yourselves. Family photos that I enjoy the most are the ones where the family's relaxed, casual, and acting like themselves rather than posed and formal with a big cheese smile. So be yourselves and just have fun.
And now let's talk a little bit more about the type of sessions you can have. If you're a casual, relaxed family, one really great option for you is to have a lifestyle session. And that's where the photographer actually comes into your home and she'll spend a few hours with you and record what you and your family enjoy doing together. Or you could do another way and incorporate a fun activity that your family loves. For instance, if you like to do campfires on the beach, she could tag along with you and record that for you.
Right. The big thing in Texas is to go to the state fair because it's just so fun. And wouldn't that be a really fun casual time?
Oh, all the color and it'd be really exciting.
I love that. Well, another thing, if you're a trendy family, you could do a stylized photo session, which I love to style those. And some things that you could do is bring along some fun props like a vintage bike, quilts. Another fun thing to do with kids would be to have a fairy tale inspired session.
Oh, yeah.
There's all kinds of themes you could do.
Having a theme really makes well for a stylized session, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's a really great tip. We all do this. You need to remember that bribery will get you everywhere with your family.
Yes. Like what? What do you do to bribe your family?
Well, you got to remember that Dad doesn't probably want to be there. The kids aren't probably real excited either. So you got to make it fun for them so that they'll want to be there and give them a reward afterwards.
Okay.
Make them get through it first and then reward them.
I like that.
And finally, just a little tip. You want to be creative, but be careful with your creativity. Don't do anything that might make you end up on awkwardfamilyphotos.com.
Yeah, we wouldn't want that at all. Well, after seeing all these great photos, I'm inspired to take my family photos now.
That's
so,
great.
When are you coming to Dallas?
I'll be right over. How's
okay,
that?
I'm waiting for you. I'll be
We
ready.
definitely need to do it the next time I'm there.
Seriously,
Sure.
let's do it.
We really want to encourage you to throw out every excuse you've ever thought of and just do it. Schedule your family session and get those memories captured.
Well, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on the I Heart Faces Photography Show, where we inspire you to dream big.